Okay, I'm doing my interview for Chapter 8 with my grandmother.
And what are you going to say for that with Mimi?
Okay, so my 4-year-old is also here sitting in my lap. You can't see her, but I'm sure you'll hear her like throughout the video. So the one thing that I'm going to talk about has like 3 subsets and strategies in order to gain compliance. So there's techniques.
This is about Grandma's Day, so I didn't know if you know, but Mommy and Grammy do it because it's appropriate to do all the things that you needed.
Okay, thank you so much. So the 3 subsets is foot in the door in the face, and lowballing. Have you ever heard of any of those 3 in order to gain compliance from someone?
No way. We don't never do that.
I believe I've heard of lowballing.
Where have you heard of lowballing from?
Can I have some of your chicken?
I've heard it mentioned in meetings when
My orange juice.
someone goes for, when someone is trying to sell something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
And when they're trying to sell something, they're trying to sell it at a different price.
Yeah, that's pretty much true. So lowballing, a lot of people use the example of like a car salesman, like when you're trying to buy a car, and then once you've been there all day and you guys are doing the paperwork, they'll say like if the car was $20,000, once you're signing everything, they'll be like, oh, well your total's $22,000.
Right.
And you're like, how'd I get there? But at that point, you're not gonna leave because you've been there all day, so your time has been invested. So that's lowballing.
Right,
so,
it's kind of being deceptive in a way.
A little bit. That's a way to look at it. So that's a good way. I mean, not really a good way, but that is a way that people use to gain compliance. The other 2, foot in the door, is when you start with something small, but you really have an idea of a bigger goal. So I'll go to you and I'll say, can I have $5? And you'll say, yeah. And I'm like, well, actually, can I have 10?
Oh,
and then you'll say, well, yeah, because you already gave me the 5, so it's just 5 more. So it's not like that much of a difference.
All right.
And the other one, during the face, is when you have a smaller item in mind, but you really want something bigger.
Okay, all right.
Right? Hold on. The goal is a smaller item. So you go for something bigger, and if the person says no to something bigger, then usually they'll agree to something smaller. So when I was asking you guys for a car, I might say, like, can I have a Benz?
No, you said, can I have a BMW?
Yeah, or can I have a BMW? You guys were like, no. But you still said yes to me getting a car.
Yes,
and I got a Honda. So, but the thing is, the person has to say no to, like, the biggest thing. So if I was to say, can I get a Benz? And you guys said yes, then that would not be during the face.
Oh,
because you already said yes to the bigger goal. My thing is, I just want you to say yes. So I'm going to ask for something really big, and then you'll feel kind of like relieved if I bring it down to like the smaller items, so you'll say yeah.
Okay.
So that was it. Well, how do you think that these 3 techniques like work in the real world with people and situations?
Well, you could go for a job and you're trying to negotiate your pay.
Yeah.
And you can ask for a higher dollar amount, knowing that you're not going to get it.
Right.
But you ask for it thinking that they'll give you something quite similar to what you're asking for, and it may be lower.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Okay.
Well, that was it. That was Chapter 8 featuring me, my grandmother, my mother scurrying by, and Carter. Say hi, Carter.
Hi.
Okay.